Straight to our experts doing this every night. Tweet us your questions, including in a video if you'd like to @Fox News Night. Providing your answers for you tonight, former medical director of the Peace Corps, Dr. Pete Weinberg, former White House physician, Dr. Ronny Jackson, and the first female physician to serve in Congress, Dr. Nan Hayworth. Glad to have all of you with us. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks, Shannon.
Thanks, Shannon.
All right, Dr. Hayworth, I'll start with you. We have a tweet from Sandra Rezak who says, I work at a nursing home in Pennsylvania. Is it safe for nursing homes to continue to admit patients to their homes? Ours is, and my coworkers and I are very worried for our residents. What's your thought?
Shannon, nursing homes are an essential part of our healthcare system, so it is important for patients who need them to continue to be admitted to those skilled nursing facilities. If they should be positive for the virus, isolation procedures are being used to protect other patients and staff and help those patients, obviously, to heal without infecting others. But it's still important that we be able to admit them to these facilities during this time.
Okay, our next up is a video question. This comes to us from Janine Jones and Julia Fahey. It's a video.
Our question for the experts is, what makes the coronavirus different than other common viruses or the flu?
Is it more contagious or more lethal? We're curious.
All right, Dr. Weinberg, we'll let you take that one.
Yes, she's right. It's definitely more contagious. We don't have any question about that. It is probably more lethal than the flu, but we don't have the denominator. We don't know how many people have this, so we don't really know for sure. Probably is more lethal than anything we faced before.
Okay, our next question is a tweet from Tom. Will a test be able to show a positive before symptoms are seen? Dr. Jackson, is that possible? Because I guess maybe in that case, if you are with someone in your household or family who's tested positive and you don't have symptoms, you may get a test as well. But would it show a positive? Potentially.
Yeah, I mean, probably, potentially it would. You know, most viruses shed in an asymptomatic period before you become symptomatic. You can shed the virus. That's kind of the typically the way that they spread. So there's probably a period of, you know, a day or two before you actually demonstrate symptoms that you're shedding the virus, and you would probably be able to test positive if you had the virus. But, you know, I'm still not encouraging everybody to run out and to get a test if they're asymptomatic, because I think we need to reserve those right now for folks that have a clinical indication that are symptomatic to get those tested at this point.
Okay, so Dr. Jackson, let me follow up with you, because I keep hearing this terminology of shedding the virus. What does that mean exactly?
It just means that you can spread the virus the way you normally would. You know, you may not be coughing yet, so it may not be as efficient to, you know, a spread of the virus, because that's what the virus does. It makes you start coughing and stuff so that it can propagate and spread. But you still may have it in your, you know, in your respiratory tract, and you know, you may still be able to, you know, to get secretions from your mouth and touch something and pass it to somebody else, you know, for a period of time before you actually start having the symptoms.
Okay, that takes us to our next tweet from Ferocious, I think it is. In the patients that have recovered from it, what percentage have damage or further complications due to the illness? There have been reports of permanent lung damage and rumors of heart damage. Dr. Hayworth, is that something that you can eventually recover from? Could there be lasting damage?
Great question, Ferocious. And in fact, it does appear that worldwide, the folks who have recovered from coronavirus have had sound and solid recoveries. There has been a small study out of Hong Kong that has indicated that some patients may suffer permanent lung damage. This picture is still evolving, but for most Americans, they can feel pretty certain that most of them will recover, thank goodness, and they will recover and go back to life as they knew it before.
That's good news. We need good news. Okay, a tweet from Ron comes in. Other countries in media showed aggressive decon of cities and facilities, from scrubbing to fogging. Why is it not done here? Are there pros and cons? And Steve, I saw a little bit more of this from Iran today. I remember seeing it from China, where everything's locked down and the person in the hazmat's fogging everything down. Is it something we would do in the U.S.? Pros and cons to that?
Unlikely. That probably would do no good. We do that for mosquitoes.
Right.
Certainly the fogging kills mosquitoes when we have West Nile around, but this virus isn't spread that way. It's very unlikely that would do anything, and people go out and choke on the fogging. I don't think we'll ever do that.
Okay, so that's not a plus. All right, and warning, this is your cute alert on the next question. This is a video that comes to us from Genevieve.
Can my puppy, Siggy, get the coronavirus?
Okay, Dr. Jackson, we'll start with you. Her puppy, Siggy, can the doggy get the coronavirus?
Well, there's some indications out there that pets can get the virus, and there's been some indication that maybe that pets have been cultured to have coronavirus. But I would say that there's absolutely no evidence out there right now at all that even if pets can or do have a type of coronavirus, that they can transmit it to us. So I would say right now, I would not worry about getting coronavirus from your pets or giving coronavirus to your pets.